as the wheels turn. Every Thursday night we pedaling as the wheels turn. Racing through the streets and through the hills as the wheels turn. Every Thursday night we pedaling as the wheels turn. Streaming live we turn on us, so yes.
Pleasant good night.
Welcome, guys, to the 191st edition of As the Wheels Turn here in beautiful Belize, Central America, coming to you from the beautiful village of Burrell Boom. Thanks for all you guys who join us week in and week out. It is another fantastic Thursday night with a bunch of fun. We'll be talking a lot cycling, Andrew. We'll be giving away some beautiful prizes. I know you're excited. You're there in the seat, hopping up and down, ready to hop into the show, right?
Like Keith Anderson said, the best thing happened on a Thursday night.
And as usual, we have some lovely birthdays, right?
Yes, we have birthdays, so we want to welcome each and one of our fans, loyal fans out there who tune in every Thursday night. Thank you guys for tuning in. Remember to like and share. So I have some birthday greetings, of course. You have any, D?
I do.
You read out yours first.
Okay, excellent. Well, I would like to start tonight's birthday greeting with a special one. First and foremost, this is probably one of our top fans and our top supporter, Mr. Robert Banner.
Okay.
From the beautiful rolling hills of Ontario Village.
Okay.
So it was his birthday on July 23rd, which was yesterday, I believe. So, Mr. Banner, if you are tuning in, or if you're tuned in, you continue having a wonderful birthday, another year, like they said, around the sun. That's always a lovely thing. And as always, thank you very much for your continued and very, very loyal support. We do have some other birthdays, I believe. Let's see. Any cyclists here? My good friend Grover Ramos, he was recently in Belize. His birthday was also yesterday. So Grover, if you're watching, happy birthday. My niece, Kamisha McFoy, happy birthday to you. Her birthday was also yesterday. Look like July 23rd is a busy day. And you've got these ones, right?
Yeah, I got that.
Of course. Yeah. All right. I think I'm caught up for now.
That's it. Okay. Yeah,
Ward Zenner. So Ward, did he win the cross country?
He won the cross country, yep.
Yep. So former Holy Saturday cross country winner Ward Zanner, his birthday was 3 days ago, July 21st. That one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll be what, next week?
You have that or?
No, I don't have that.
Okay, that's coming up Saturday.
Okay, well.
Saturday is John Oliveira.
21 gold teeth.
Yes. Then there's Alejandro Morales.
Okay, yeah, Ale. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was riding with him a couple days ago in the old road, as they call it. And we'll leave Dwight for next week.
All right.
All right, sounds good. That's all I got, guys.
Yeah. So let me start my list. Of course, I have my beautiful niece, Anne Hennessy, from the Cayman Islands. Big supporter of G-Flow. We have Josette Pascual. That's the sister of Javen Gonzalez. She celebrated her birthday. Marlon Castillo celebrating his birthday. Mr. Adolphus Dawson, that's the husband of Miss Tan. Dawson. Mm-hmm. Miss Gilda Lambe. She's from Crozal. We have Dylan Abraham. And then Chad had his birthday earlier. We have a top fan, Francis Arzu out in Belmopan. We have Adolfo Cabral. Adolfo Cabral, how you say Cabral? Adolf Cabral, yeah.
Adolf Cabral.
Coming up, yeah.
His birthday is when?
I think he said this weekend, Saturday too.
Okay, excellent.
Ryan Willoughby celebrated his birthday. My aunt Mary Louise celebrated her birthday. Miguel Jones' mom, her name is Armia Jones. So she celebrated her birthday. She will turn 71, so we want to wish her happy birthday. And last but not least, we have here my beautiful princess granddaughter, Riel Erdones. That's her on the screen.
Where's the bell?
Yep, ring the bell.
Riel. Ring the bell for Riel.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, young lady. How old is she today?
But you know something, I think, no, not today, tomorrow.
Or
She
tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah. Either be 6 or 7. I honestly for me, you know.
Okay.
But yes, Riel is in down south, enjoying the beautiful cultural capital, and I think he had Placencia or somewhere like that to celebrate her birthday.
Excellent.
So happy birthday, Riel. We all love you. Grandpa love you. Wish you all the best. And I have no death announcement to make.
That is always good.
Yep. We have races that we're going to talk about pass by, but we definitely want to big up, before we move on to second, we want to big up the U23 women volleyball team. They are on a roll.
Yes, and I believe tonight they are going to be competing against Guatemala for the gold medal.
Okay.
So congratulations to those guys and all the best, right? Perfect.
Yep. Yeah, these are, so we want to start with Mr. Guns had they call it a base race last week Saturday. So George, maybe you could pull it up. You could put the base one. But before I move on, big up yourself, Mr. Kevin Logan. Hungry right now, so I'll wait for the show. Don't forget eat up the.
Yes, and thanks for the special delivery as well.
Yep.
We'll have some shrimp ceviche, right?
Yes, I.
Yes. Thanks, Kev. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And for our wardrobe as well.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Okay, so.
So guys, the Guns Racing Club GRC, they took a little break for about a month or so, and they came back with something a little bit different. So they're calling this one base races for, I guess, the guys who are not competitive cyclists and are just guys that ride, recreationally. So that's a good thing that Mr. Guns is doing, providing an outlet. For guys that would not be necessarily competitive in the A and B and the club races.
Right.
So good to see that. So we have some names here. I'll let you go ahead and report on that.
Yeah, bring it in.
Base one first?
BS1 first, then yeah. So in the Gun Cycling Club, BS1, first place, David Joseph. I actually think he's relative of Palacio Joseph. Yep. So David Joseph in first place. In second place, Lyndon Jungle Garnet back on his bike. Lyndon was a winner of the Junior National Road Championship. He won that some years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of these names are going to be new to me. Joseph, I just met him a few months ago, training out there, and then this guy, I'm not sure who he is.
Yeah.
But good to see them back.
Yes, man. In third place, Mr. Corey Stone out of Houston. He rides for Elephant Sons. In fourth place, Carmelito Dominguez. He also rides for Elephant Sons. So Elephant Sons representing. And then in fifth place, we have Hezekiah Shield, also known as Kaya. He rides for PMA. So a nicely race.
Yeah, some decent guys there. Hezekiah, I'm surprised he's in fifth place, but he rides pretty good. He's strong.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes I meet him out there on the road, and he trains a lot as well. Perhaps because he doesn't ride that much, he doesn't have the race strategy. Because a lot of times in racing, as you know, it's not always the fastest or the strongest guy that wins. It's sometimes the opportunist. You catch the right break. Things happen to go your way on that day. So
yeah. Then we move on to the BS2 because the Maturias.
Oh, shoot. I need to add on the mic to that one then.
Huh?
The new Guns template, so out of the top 10. Got you now.
Okay, yeah. All right, so in BS2, Chad Abraham. Chad Abraham is the son of George Abraham. Oh, and also George Abraham is, I think, tomorrow. They had for his second check, going for a check up across the border. So all the best, George. And he visited the shop 2 times this week and talking good, laughing, remembering a lot of names. So George is doing pretty good. So
Fantastic.
yeah,
Good to hear, Andrew. Thank you
Yeah.
for reporting that.
yeah, this week.
Definitely.
So Chad, the winner of BS2. Second, Mike Phillips. Mike Phillips finished, I think, third or the fifth in the Cold Central Cross Country back in the 80s. Amir Gonzalez in third place. They call him Calderon. Pablo Calderon. Remember, I had a famous Mexican cyclist who won the cross country. Yeah, so he made a name after that. In fourth place, Antonio Escarpeta. And in fifth place, Mr. Floyd Williams. So that's Guns Racing Club.
Floyd Williams, FT.
FT. They have two FT now. They have two Floyd Williams. We're right.
They do.
So one
One
that is.
FT, but two Floyd Williams.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Floyd rides the B category 50
Yeah.
plus. Very good. So that's the Guns base 1 and base 2 race. And what was the route of that race? Do you know?
The same route as usual. Start at Leslie's Imports, head to mile 8 roundabout, onto the John Smith Road, pass the famous bridge by Mr. Guns, and then head to the roundabout and then head back. Same direction.
Excellent.
And I think they have one this Saturday. So one coming up this Saturday. So I think they have one Saturday, and then there's another race Sunday. But the one
Okay.
Saturday is
The
the one
base.
Saturday is the base again. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think it's been
Excellent.
sponsored by Elephant Sons.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Cool.
So we're seeing them guys again on the tarmac.
Sounds good. Mr. Guns Racing Club is keeping those guys
Busy.
active. So
Yep.
that's a good thing, positive thing. And then what else? We have
So we have the race that we have the
No.
mental health race, and then we have one Thursday race that in Belmopan this
correct.
morning.
Yep. So George, you want to go ahead and put up the Griga race? Being that's the next one in line.
What category you want to start with? The juniors there, right?
Yeah,
Whatever you want.
that's
Yeah, whatever you put up, we'll report on.
Alright, cool.
So like the new logo, George, the mental health race held in beautiful cultural capital.
It's correct. Well, I didn't start, right? That's just how we refer to it as the junior race.
Yes, that's it. That's correct. That's correct. Yeah. The lover get when I go down south. You know, when people say, "Oh," and say cyclists, man, I really appreciate, and you know, I must say, big up to the entire crew, right? Who,
Absolutely. Do you know who the organizers were?
It's Mr. Kane. What the first name again? I just say name. What the first name? What Mr. Kane again? Lad, my brain's bad. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the top 10 and the top
Yeah.
score, right?
Yeah. All right. So make way. But I pick up all the organizers. The name I come to my brains directly. Yeah. So you can start out. Do you start out today?
Okay, sir. So yeah, this is the mental health awareness race that was held in Dangriga, and I believe the race course was different. The race started at the was it the Father's Drums or the drums downtown Dangriga, and it went to either Placencia Junction, Hopkins Junction, therefore for the different categories. But when the dust was settled in the junior ladies category, the always consistent and dominant Irene Baki riding for Williams developmental team was first. She is definitely on a streak, a winning streak. Several races she has won here in the past few months. So who's going to be the next young lady to dethrone Irene Baki from Williams developmental team? She took first place. Second place was Chelsea Gillett. Talented Chelsea Gillett. She rides for Imani Cycling Club. And then Kelsey Castillo, I believe she is unattached. She was in third place, and she is the daughter of Rick Castillo, the able driver for our beloved host Andrew Ordonez, keeping him safe. So That's your podium for the junior ladies. Again, Irene Baki, Williams Developmental Team. First place. Second place is Chelsea Gillett for riding for Imanis. And in third place unattached is Kelsey Castillo.
Okay, then we can just move on, right?
All right, and your junior male. So in the junior male category, the very, very talented Jamal Tablada Jr. That's a name that I've been hearing as of late here quite a bit, Andrew. Riding for the Griga Cycling Club. A young man who is up and coming as well. This is basically his last year of junior in the junior category. Second place is Caden Sutherland. Caden rides for Digi. He is the son of Kirk Sutherland, the very talented Kirk Sutherland. Hope to see him soon in one of the Masters race. And in third place, Jaroy Gladden riding for Rolling Shutters. Jaroy is the son of Keith Enright Jr. I'm sorry. Is the son of yeah, Jaroy Gladden is the son of Kenroy Smokes Gladden. Sorry about that. And in fourth place, Stefan Pelayo. He rides on attached, right?
Stefan Pelayo, yeah,
he's on attached at this point. Yes, and then a very talented kid as well. I haven't seen him on the podium as much lately, but I know he's very talented. I rode a couple of races with him, and he's very, very aggressive for a young kid. Caleb Ortega riding for Rolling Shutters. Would love to maybe see him out there on the bike a little bit more consistently, so he can consistently get some better results. But again, that's your junior male category winners. Jamal Tablada Jr. first place, Caden Sutherland second, Jaroy Gladden, again the son of Smokes Gladden, Stefan Pelayo, and Caleb Ortega rounding out the top 5 in that category.
Moving on to this is the Ana Ganatina men, so.
This is the club race. Andrew, you were covering this race, right?
Yeah, I covered it. It was a nice,
You want to tell us a little
exciting
bit
race.
about
Boy, River Valley boys made a roll, but well, I call the race before. People say, "Oh, you know what, Adonis?" So shortly after, it was 2 races in one. It was the junior and the club race, as in I call it over 50, but club race, and very exciting from the start. And when it eventually got up on the Southern Highway, or I think it's the TV Ramos Highway now it's called, 5 riders attack, which included Sharon Roca, Leonard Ogaldes, Smokes Gladden, Jose Choto, and the young Jamal Tablada Jr. And they were never caught. And coming on to the few miles, the final miles, River Valley boys, they tried some attacks, but they don't have the speed, and so they were covered quickly by Smokes, Choto, and Young Tablada. Now, which in Young Tablada, his prize was secure. He rides for junior, so his prize was secure. So the race was between the 2 River Valley boys, Smokes and Choto. But from the looks of Smokes, he's like a hawk. He ready for strike, like a cobra ready for strike. And I could see that he had it in him. Smokes is not the best sprinter, but he was the best sprinter out of that crew. And they were mostly pacers. And like I mentioned, the 2 guys from River Valley boys tried some attacks, but they were covered easy. And once I said no something, Smokes got the scene of the books. And like I said, Smokes, when the sprint started, there was an attack about 3 miles out of Griga, or 4 miles. And Ogaldes got separated. And so Roca free wheel a bit to let him get on back. And coming on to the finish, Ogaldes was on the front pacing, and that they play right into the hands of Smokes. Smokes was in a perfect position, in about 4th position or 5th position. And when the sprint start, they never caught him.
Easy.
Easy.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Excellent.
yeah.
How did the young junior did in there?
well, he didn't really intervene much in it because
He didn't try to.
he won his prize. He couldn't double dip,
Right.
so he just come in with them. But that young man definitely have made great progress. As you know, he was involved in a whole Saturday. I'm not whole Saturday. The junior cross country,
Spill.
the BL spill, and I think he fractured or broke his collarbone. He recovered, and for such a short space of time, that was in April, and this was April, May, June, July. A few months later, he's out winning the race, and I mean, he rode excellent. There was no sign of suffering by a young man when he finished ride. In his interview, but he said that he said old man are tough though. Yeah, but it was a very exciting race. Very exciting race. Yeah. So you could give the result on that D.
Yep.
Huh?
So in the Masters category, Kennery Smokes Gladden riding for SPD was first from the break, like you said. Second place, Sherwin Roca riding for River Valley. Is it River Valley Boys?
River Valley Boys.
River Valley Boys. And Jose Chota riding for Troyer Street was in third place. Rounding off the podium and the final Masters in the break was Leonard Ogaldes. And he also rides for River Valley Boys. So that's your Masters podium, guys.
Yeah.
The league went. Yeah, because the next ladies them left already. Never know they forget prize.
Well, I'll bring it to you with this.
Yeah, bring it in that there. So we had the elite women, and in first place, Patricia Chavarria. Second, her sister Paulita Chavarria, both ride for Chavarria Cycling. Third place, Gabrielle Lovell riding for Lovell Cycling. And in fourth place, Natalie Lovell back on the bike, the wife of Giovanni Lovell. So they both ride for Lovell Cycling. So
Fantastic.
two Chavarria, two Lovell.
It's also good to see Patricia Chavarria out as well. She was in that accident with Alfred, correct? On the motorcycle.
Right. Yeah.
So good to see that she healed up well and recovered and is back on the bike. So congratulations to those young ladies.
And then we move on to, let's say last judge, the last. All right, so this is the last. So Mr. Guns covered the race there. These are the elite. And on the top of the podium, young baby assassin, Jalen Briseño, taking home the first place. Second, Javin Gonzalez. Third, Atlee Lozano. Fourth, Hollister Baptist. And in fifth place, Dylan Levy. You'll notice that Levy and Atlee, they wear the Levy jersey.
Yeah, so I don't believe that those guys are with Valvoline any longer.
Okay.
That's kind of what I heard. I haven't heard any confirmation of that, but that's what I heard, and they're riding for Levy. Levy, of course, is a tortilla factory guys. Correct us if I'm wrong. Like I said, I'm only sharing what I heard. Nothing official, but that's kind of what I heard. I was watching a little part of that race, and a quick little comment I wanted to make on strategy. So it seems like Jalen, Atlee, and Jiven was together in the break.
Okay.
And based on what I was seeing, that Atlee was cooperating with them, and then Jalen attack, which he's supposed to do, obviously, because you want to separate yourself. It's 2 against 1, right? So you definitely want to take advantage of the extra teammate that you have. So that's a great move there. But the one thing that I noticed that Atlee did was after Jalen attack, he continued on the front, chasing Jalen. And then, of course, Jiven did the smart thing that he was supposed to do by having Atlee in that position and attack out. So in the event that Atlee or anyone else you're caught in that position again, I just share a little tip what you might want to do. So if a rider attacks out, you may want to get on his wheel right away. If you don't get on his wheel, then you start conserving, right? Which means that you force Jiven to get in front of you, because sooner or later, Jiven will attack out. You know, I understand that you want to keep the pace up, and you want to, perhaps you're satisfied with a third place finish. And if that's the strategy, then that's fine as well, right? But remember, you have teammates as well. And Dylan, in this case, was coming from the back, so he could have definitely helped out. But either way, Atlee was very strong, you know, when I watched a little part of the race. But the way I would have probably played that was, whoever attacked, if it was Jalen or Jiven, I would jump on their wheel right away, you know, and then we separate the other G-Flow individual. So that way you're one-on-one up the road, and then obviously you guys work together, and the best man wins down the road. So that's one strategy. But if you're not strong enough to get on that wheel right away, then you basically sit up. You know, there's nothing to gain by chasing him down, because as soon as you commit, then the rider that has the teammate up the road will attack you, and then bridge cross to his rider, and then you're out in no man's land, right? So that's kind of what happens. So like I said, in the future, you know, young riders coming up may want to, you know, think about that strategy a little bit more. What are your thoughts there? It's 2 against 1.
Yeah, and then the two powerhouse.
Exactly.
Yeah, two powerhouse. So as a matter of fact, we chat about the Tour de France and the land. You see what going on in the Tour de France, and the same thing that happened. Yeah. So stronger riders, well, definitely put on hurt on you. So you have to cover maybe the weak of the two stronger riders.
Well, exactly. That's exactly what you do. You pick the weaker of the two, and then you go with that person. Whenever he goes, you go with him, right? And I would believe that, you know, you want to believe that you're stronger than the weakest rider in that duo, right? So no matter what, I mean, then so you'll just have to convince him. So let's say the stronger one went up the road. You'll have to convince that other guy, hey, like let's work together. Let's work together. Hey, I get second, you get third, and you guys still get two out of 3 podium positions, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of maybe one way you could work it. I mean, you guys already have a nice gap going up the road. I would probably talk to the break, you know, the guys in the break. Hey, what do you guys want to do? You know, give me a couple of station prizes. You take the majority of it. That's the way I'd look at it. Hey, you guys take 2 of you guys, just me. Take the majority of station prizes. I'll take second place, and we'll push this break.
Yes,
right? That would be reasonable. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to see how those things play out. But in my opinion, that's kind of what I would do. First of all, I'd try to make a deal with them. Hey, look, I'm committed to work. Let's keep this break out here. You guys take the majority of the station prizes. I'll take second place. Done. Right? If that's not acceptable, then I'll pick the weakest of the 2 guys, and I'll ride his wheel, and then we'll settle it from there. And more than likely, if you did that, you probably will still get second in that 3-man break. But I think you know, Atlee was just riding hard. Maybe it was a small race, he didn't care. But it's always good to work on those strategies as well. Right. And you know, sometimes those strategies there play well into bigger races. Say, hey, look, you can't drop me. Yeah. You know, I'm on your wheel. Let's do this. Yeah. Let's war. But so be it. It was a beautiful finish, and of course, G-Flow continued to dominate in the elite category. 1-2, Jalen Briseño was first. The young Jalen Briseño. Second was, of course, his teammate, Jiven Gonzalez. Both those guys ride for the super team, G-Flow cycling team. In third place, of course, Atlee Lozano, riding for Levy. In fourth place, another G-Flow rider, Hollis Baptist. And in fifth place was Dylan Levy, riding again for Levy Cycling.
Yeah. I remember the man, you know, Mr. Nigel Kane.
Nigel Kane.
Yeah, so big up Mr. Nigel Kane. And the entire crew, Miss Anis was working hard doing the registration. And you had the nurse out there, you had the other members, they were all out there. And, you know, Mr. Boujou and my friend from Chicago, they were all here to support the race now. And it looked like it can be an annual event. And they make it bigger and brighter. And the topic was mental and health awareness. And these days you have a lot of people that are, especially young teenagers, are suffering from, some kind of mental issue. When I say mental issue, their brains look like it can't take all the struggles of life, as I say, right? They are very prone to criticism, to what people think, to what people say. And a word of advice to anybody who live for others, that's something you have to put behind you. Don't live for others, live for yourself. People will be people. I mean, there's so much criticism. Whatever you do good, you do bad, you get criticized. So that in our life and death, you have to make yourself, you have to say, I'm a champion, I'm a winner, I am me, right? And you leave everything negative behind. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, like you said, mental health is a big deal right now, and I don't know how good of a job the society is doing by addressing that in schools and having different programs to assess these young kids' mental where they're at as far as their mental overall mental health and what they're thinking. Just recently here, was it this week or over the weekend, a young lady from Hattieville.
After I think the weekend after Sunday. Yeah, we did mention that then during the week.
Unfortunately committed suicide by hanging.
See.
So I'd like to say condolences to that family in Hattieville for that significant loss. And it's just sad to see that. I think one of the things that I have a huge problem with the amount of electronic devices they're putting in these kids' hands at a very early age. And studies have shown, I watch a lot of documentaries at night, and studies have shown that the constant exposure to these electronic devices and these social media platforms where young people are spending significant amount of time on these different platforms. I mean, there's Instagram, there's Facebook, there's Messenger, there's TikTok, there's tons of them out there. And I mean, all these young children, young adults, they have access to that stuff so easily because the abundance of electronic devices. And again, studies have shown that these things definitely cause significant depression.
It does.
Just scrolling, being addicted to the scrolling consistently. And again, for you and I, we might be on the phone a lot doing different things. However, our brain is much more developed than a young person's brain, and we will process things. Although it's still not good to be exposed to that type of stimulation for that many hours per day. It's not good, but older adults can definitely handle it a little bit better because their brain and their level of comprehension are a lot more advanced than these children, right? And also, like you said, a younger person tend to get a little bit more emotional quicker, faster than an older person because of how they process information, how they'll process negativity, things like that. There's another part of that, Andrew, the bullying, cyberbullying. That's a big deal, right? Know that in our time growing up, you'd have to wait until you see me in school the next day, right? But then if we have a problem today, these kids are taking that up after school on social media, and it continues throughout the night. So there's a lot they're exposed to, right? So as parents and guardians and caretakers of the next generation, we have to be mindful of that, and we definitely need to set structure within the home, and perhaps my recommendation. Obviously, I'm not a psychologist or any kind of expert on this, but if I was raising, I always said if I was raising a young child, now kind of things that I would do, and definitely what I would do as far as electronic devices, it would definitely be all educational. it would be all educational programs. Obviously, we'll have playtime and time to have a little bit of fun and socialize, but it would be in different environments, creating activities outdoors, creating activities with cousins and close friends, family members, things of that nature, instead of having these kids just stuck to their devices. And if you notice, a lot of these kids, their social skills are very poor.
Yep.
Because they spend a lot of time on video games, or they spend a lot of time on these different devices. So, like I said, if I was bringing up young children, I would definitely focus more on educational educational use cases. When it comes to electronic devices, and try to incorporate more group type activities among their peers. So to develop stronger social skills, things of that nature. Because I'm seeing definitely there's a lot of ramifications from kind of what's going on with this whole social media, just young people exposed to social media. There's a lot of ramifications from that, Andrew.
True.
All the shootings that happens in the U.S. and across the world. It shows that there's a direct correlation between the video games and those type of things, right?
Yep,
Because
yep.
They just become like second nature, and who knows that if that is what's affecting Belize as well, with all these young killers. I mean, when you see the news, it's teenagers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are they on their phones playing these games? Are they in their houses? So.
Yeah. Well, I always say to that, all time growing up, our parents, we were brought up with a rod, as I say, right? But these days, the kids are being raised by gadgets, and parents are so busy going to work and themselves get caught up in these with these gadgets.
Yeah.
Kids are grown up by themselves, and a lot of them believe that whatever they see on social media is gospel, and that's what's dangerous now. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Another thing is too. Yeah, Keith. Absolutely. Another thing that I said previously is that, we've taken away the spirituality, a lot of that out of, bringing up these kids where, like I said, religiously we used to be in churches.
Yep.
And that was a part of, growing up. Nowadays, I witness a lot of families with young children are not, attending, churches or spiritual gatherings on either in the weekends or during the week. So that used to be a constant, in our society. Growing up, where, like I said, we had devotions on a daily basis. Do they still do prayers at school in the mornings?
I have no
Is that
idea.
still, George, the younger kids, is that a thing?
I have no
Where you
idea.
start?
That is my kid preschool. I believe I don't know if they did prayer every morning. I think they did the national anthem.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, even growing up, we used to pray every day.
Yeah, we have to have devotion.
Yeah, every day. That used to be a thing, right? So we kind of stray away from that stuff. Like I said, this is not getting into religion and whether you should be Christianity or this different, Baptist or Anglican. It's about just being spiritual. Like, I think we have to have strong, mental health, spiritual health, financial health, physical health. All that is what makes up the human being. And I think some of those things that we have strayed away from. But that's going to be another topic for another day.
Yeah.
This is a cycling show, but
We have to make a touch on it. Yep.
yeah, because and we're talking about that, Andrew, because of the mental health awareness race that just happened, right? So,
Right. Yeah,
but
man.
back to some racing results.
Yes, man. So we move on to the Belmopan Thursday race. I think we have two categories. So in category A, Dwayne Garbutt came out victorious. Second was Sam Vicio, and third, Calbert Flowers. And then we move on to the elites.
Oh,
How much picture is that? That three, right?
I didn't know that category A, B, and then O.
No, yeah, yes, B. All right, so we have category B now. Yeah, we have category B. So category B, if you notice, Mr. Flowers double dip. So first we have Calbert Flowers in first place, rides for Fun and Fitness. Second, Daniel Cannon rides for Team Santinos. And in third place, Mr. Erickson Lam, I think he rides for Big Blade. And if that's a New Jersey, but the man have Israel. Boy, the man ride for Israel Premier Tech. The man a professional rider. Big up yourself, Lam. Yes. Yeah, but he really ride for Big Blade. That's wearing a Israel Premier Tech jersey. Good to see Mr. Lam out. And then in the elite category,
Wow.
the elite category, yeah. Yeah, so in the elite category, dominating all the time, Fernando Rosado rides for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance. He's in a Belize kit right now. Second, Dwayne Garbutt, double dipping. And in third place, Sam Vicio. So Sam double dip too. Yep, so that's conclude the racing for the Pan Thursday race. Thank you, Mr. Calvert, for all those information. And remember, please send me early so I could pass the hand. But nice. Yeah, I think that complete the race. I know this weekend, the Cycling Federation, they have, how call it? They have a race. I think they want. What are the word?
So-
You have the post, George? Yeah, I see the post there. They want to mark crit race.
Okay, that one, this one, yeah.
Yeah. So he said crit start time before the bridge. Free registration. But he said it's basically mandatory for all members of the national team who are in the country. So I think they want, like, they say the first lap and be like, acquaintance with and think ride, and then the second lap in a race. I'm not sure how.
Yeah, so basically what this is, Andrew, the president of the Cycling Federation, they're putting this race together. This will be the circuit that we'll be using for the Caribbean Championship.
Okay.
So we'll be doing laps, or I think it's 3 laps actually for the actual race in October. So it will be Link Road Boom Circuit. Each lap is 30 miles.
Okay.
So for the first lap, what they'll be doing is just a social ride and chat up, and the guys who are a part of the long list for the national team will be riding together.
Each lap not 30 miles, too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Believe me, I do it all the time.
All right, okay.
Trust me, Andrew.
I didn't realize it was so long.
Yeah, it's 30. But you have me thinking, but it's 30 because I do it all the time. So it's from what? It's let's say you start at 8 miles, right? 8 to Hattieville, that's 8, right? From Hattieville to Boom, that's 12. So that's 8 and 12. What's that?
I don't know.
20?
20.
Okay. And then there's from Boom Junction to Link Road, that's 5, right?
25.
And then from there to 8 miles, that's 5.
You got it right, D?
Still doubting me?
Yeah. No, I don't realize it's so long though. Yeah.
Hey, they call me road runner.
Yeah, Roadrunner, all right.
I'm always on the road, so I think another guy that's good with that is Chief. Chief can
Okay.
tell you exactly. But yeah, so that's about, it's 30 miles each lap. So Glenn decided to put these races together, free registration, and it's an open race, so anyone can come out and join. Only be racing for 30 miles. Social ride for half that distance. Probably as the event gets closer, they'll probably race the whole thing. But 60 miles would be a decent enough race. You have tailwind one way, crosswind one way, one direction, headwind another direction. So fun stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, that's starting at 8 a.m. Sunday morning. So all the guys should be out there. Guys from G Flow that are on that team who are in the country. You've got few of the masters. I think Henry Moreira, Kent Bob Gabriel. We have Liam Stewart is there. Then we have some guys from Anthony Mala, Digi Alliance, Byron Pope. We have, of course, Goran Gabriel under 23, and we have Carlton Robinson, who is the elite rider. We also have Giovanni Lovell on that squad as well. Let's see who's in the country that's on there. I believe Jocelyn Chavarria is on that squad. Sean, no, I've called Sean. Is he on there?
I think he made the
Yeah, he made the long list. Okay, Sean Codd is on there as well. Kenyon Stanford, I believe, is on there. Atlee Lozano is on there. Dylan Levy might be on there too. So those are the guys who will definitely be there. There's also another race, almost the same time. So the Guns Cycling Club will be doing, or Guns Racing Club will be doing another race that will start at Old Belize. We don't have a flyer for that, George. So that race starts at Old Belize, 7 a.m., Andrew, Sunday morning. And it goes to mile, I believe,
Democracia.
Yep, mile 31. Is that 30 or 31?
30.
30. Democracia, so probably right over those bumps and above the hill there, past the gas station. We'll flip around and back to Belize, to Old Belize.
So something like 50 miles.
Yeah, right thereabouts, about 50 miles. Yeah, so that'll be a nice race for A and B riders of the Guns Cycling Club. It would have been nice if they, if they could have probably incorporate those two races.
True.
And then just do A and B prizes along with, you know what I mean? That would have been nice because I would have loved to race, with more. I like more of the open races.
I think I want. Because somebody that when they say I think they have more races there for the Cycling Federation. Say somebody have an incentive for, because the national team want ride strong, right? But if there's one rider when the national team beat the national team riders, you have to give them a good incentive, give them a prize. That would be nice. Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. And then Sunday morning also, Dara, they have his hunger ride, and I start at 6:30 a.m. So George may put up a poster for Dara.
So what's the route of that ride?
All right, so see there, the 12th annual hunger awareness ride, and so it starts Sunday, July 27, 2025 at 6 a.m. It starts in front of the Civic Center, left on the Philip Goulston Highway, left on the Airport Road, left on John Smith Road, left 8 miles on the boat. And for 10 minutes, you can stop the Mile 8 community, and then you continue to the city, Central American Boulevard, and finish at the Civic Center where it started. There's a registration fee of $10 for adults, $5 for kids. Registration starts at 5 a.m. So go out and support the recreational riders. Get a new workout day, feel what it's like to ride a bicycle. So
Absolutely.
Support Dara.
Yeah, and it's always for a good cause as well. So unfortunately, that starts at 8:30.
No, 6:30.
Oh, I'm sorry, 6:30. 6:30. So, I'm sorry, I didn't get the road. Are they going through the?
Yeah. So you start at Civic Center, left on the Philip Goulston Highway, left on the Airport Road, left on John Smith Road,
Okay.
left at Mile 8. So I think that I'll pass through before the other races. You think what, or you think somebody will flash up?
That's going to be conflict.
So the clash.
That's going to be a conflict because at 8 o'clock, they're probably going to be passing through the Link Road. That's an hour and a half, right? Hour and a half. Remember, usually these rides are like 11 miles an hour. All right. So, and they never start on time.
So it'll be 6:30.
So if it starts it'll start probably closer to 7, and it'll take an hour to ride 11 miles from the city. 11 miles will take you in the Link Road. So you'll be looking at, so let's say 6:45, 7:45. Yeah, it's gonna be tight.
You play close.
Yeah, very close,
Well,
right?
let's cross our finger and hope that they start on time,
Yeah.
and then they not clash, right?
Because from the city to Leadville is about 7 miles to Sky, and then there's 6 miles. So 7 and 6, that's 13. So 13 miles, so that's about an hour. I'd say an hour. 13 miles would probably take right about an hour. Call it about an hour 5 minutes for this ride. I've done it before, and usually it's around 11 miles, 12 miles an hour, right?
Okay.
So yeah, if they start exactly at 6:30, and then 7:30 they'll be heading, and it goes from there back. So when it gets to Philip Goulston, where does it go?
You continue. You make a left turn wrong there. you go on the Link Road,
Uh-huh.
then 8 Miles Community, turn left. Back to the city. So,
Okay, so city, Link Road, back to the city.
Yeah, so
Exactly. So, the elite guys may have to wait until that race pass before they start.
Yeah.
Perhaps. That's what I'm thinking. It'll be close, because it'll be close. They'll be passing right around 8 o'clock. But, you know,
So you go.
we'll see.
Okay, this I think a time for take a break, and then we have some topics.
Is that the last one to report on?
Yeah, I think that's the last one to
Okay,
report on.
perfect. Sounds good. So we'll take a break, guys. This break is brought to you by our Adonis Bike Shop for all your bike repair needs, and also 3.14 pies. We will be.
Hear me now. This is a Soul Fire production. Soul Fire production.
As the wheels turn, every Thursday night at 6:30. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, streaming live with Adonis. So yes, I sit and watch as the wheel turns. My bike is where I get my thrill. Up and down, riding through the hills. I have no fear as I climb and change my gear. Through the valley so steep, now we on the street. Yeah, yeah, yeah. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night at 6:30. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, streaming live with Adonis. So yes.
Welcome back to the 191st edition. This segment supposed to be very interesting, right, for cycling fans. But just before getting to that topic, we want to reach out a bit about the Tour de France. The Tour de France is coming into its final few days, and it has been a war on the tarmac, but I see some fireworks. I watch some YouTube thing that actually riders make comment and other riders they answer back, and I say, what? I don't know all in the pro peloton this happened. Have you seen that? So apparently, and I have my take on it, right? Tadej Pogacar made a statement about one of the stage. I don't remember that stage. Which stage? 17? Or which one stage where Jonas Vingegaard had get caught up by a crash, and he had about 3 or 4 teammates up the front where they boogie on the front. But Tadej was in that group, so Tadej made a comment that he don't know where he got any team. Apparently, they never hear or they don't know, or he don't know why they were in the front pulling, and their GC man in the back there, right? And he said, man, he said, it's crazy, right? Well, I hear one of the teammates, I think that where the rider name? The top rider for again, Vanart supposed to answer back and tell him, well, if you were so concerned about the man, you got a back there. And I said, what? I don't know what is happening. So basically, This are my take, and this is me. I believe that, because I don't a Vingegaard fan. I'm a rider Jonas, and I still ride it to the end, right? But looking at it, I believe the team said, listen to me, we tried all kind of things to try to beat Tadej, and we can't beat him. So my tells we go for a stage win. So I believe that they may want a stage win that day there. But they got caught in a position, and they made, because I don't think nobody's on past Jonas neither. You see the gap.
Yeah.
It continue to pry open the gap. Even today, if they pry open the gap. So I don't concede, and I don't say that that Jonas stop Tadej. He will win it. But Tadej, I don't know if he may fire back, but I didn't realize that, this happening in the pro peloton, that, back and forth, and like I said, who making the call, who I said, listen to me. Because I know the Tour de France. For me, the Tour de France, forget the yellow jersey. And maybe I not say about racing for a stage win, but I say that you have to push it hard. But I guess the teams, when they say that this thing blow out of proportion, that they don't have a chance, they want to go for stage win, because that's the way the teams look for, the sponsors look for, they forget the TV time. And I guess that's why they come down to that. They might very well say, boy, something, there's no way I'll beat this man again. Make a try to get stage win. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so, I mean, it all depends, right, as far as what the team strategy was. Was Van Aert going along with the team strategy, or was he doing his own thing? So that's the thing, right? And the reason why I'm saying that is that I've looked at the interviews and comments that Jonas said, and he said he still has a chance to win. So if he believes he still has a chance to win and his teammates are riding away from him, that may cause some friction within the team. And was that actually a team strategy to continue riding away from Jonas, right? So I'm not sure. I haven't seen any interviews or comments from team Jumbo-Visma's director sportif on that, so I can't really comment. But what I can tell you is the most important thing is GC, the GC classification in the Tour de France. The yellow jersey is by far the most coveted prize in the Tour de France, right? And every team, is basically put together. The top teams are put together with their GC person in mind to win or compete for that, right? Or even to be on the podium in Paris on the last day. So that's huge. However, now these secondary prizes out there, for example, green jersey, sprinter jersey, you've got teams who actually put together specific teams and teammates for that purpose, right?
Yep.
Leading out, Philipsen. You have Van der Poel that's doing that. You have Milan, and he's surrounded by his Trek teammates to make sure that he secured that green jersey. So that's also a coveted jersey. You've got the Porca jersey as well, and also the youngest rider. So those are very, very important jerseys as well. Now, in addition to all this, Andrew, you have stage wins. Stage wins are huge, and they're huge for the teams, right? For the sponsors. Let's say, for example, you're on the last year of your contract with your current sponsor, and you have to be looking for another title sponsor next year.
You want
A couple of stage wins, or your riders in the breakaway every day, things like that will definitely help you in securing that next contract, right? Or let's say you are a rider who's in your last year, and maybe perhaps the team is not looking in your direction to renew your contract, right? You're basically marketing yourself. So if you get a couple of stage wins, for example, like a Ben Healy, he rode tremendously, right? You've got some other guys, those guys will have their choices of contracts. A lot of folks are going to be coming to them. Their agent can shop them around confidently and to the highest bidder, right? So those are all, there's a lot of things going on in one race. So I'm an individual. I'm not in good standing with my current team. Today's a day I have a chance to win a stage. However, I'm riding in support of the GC guy, right? I'm in this break can actually survive to the end. Am I going to participate, or am I going to sit up? Right? You see what I'm saying? So if you finish off that race and you win the stage, I mean that's huge, right? Your GC guy may lose two more minutes, but then his second closest person to him is, another 9 minutes away. And that's kind of how, so there's a lot of things going on. You never know, right? So unless you're speaking with these people directly, for example, and that's why Wout van Aert said, hey, if you're concerned about what we're doing, then stay, go back and ride with Jonas, right? We'll have our own races in the front, right? So there's a lot that goes on in a race like the Tour de France. But again, the objective is to win that yellow jersey. And based on what I'm looking at right here, there's a couple of more stages to go. It ends Sunday. So we've got tomorrow, which is Friday, and then Saturday's TT.
I think so.
Yeah. So there's one. Basically, there's one more stage tomorrow. It's another mountain. Yeah.
But the last stage is difficult too. It's a tough stage. Even though that's never the tour will never be decided in the final stage. No, this year it will. This year, well, because of the big lead that Tadej have, but the last stage is not your usual stage where Panicals is. It's a rough stage.
Really?
Yes.
Like
yes.
they climb or?
No, not climb, but they have. I think they got cobbles and.
Oh yeah, but they wouldn't. I mean, unless.
You're tough.
They wouldn't. Yeah, something catastrophic would have to happen, right? But anything can happen, you never know. You never know. Like, hey, Tadej is up almost 4 minutes, or I'm sorry, almost 5 minutes, and he can have some serious mechanical or crash out or something.
No, it could have a bogart. I think
exactly.
Things that could happen.
Right.
It can.
Oh, definitely. It's not over until it's over.
Yeah.
And that's why Jonas said he still has a chance to win. If I was a betting man, I would say Tadej Pogačar is going to be winning his. Is this his fourth?
Yeah, be fourth.
Yeah, 3 consecutive, right?
3 consecutive. I'm a winner.
3-peat and then one. He won one, then Jonas win one, and then Jonas has won what?
No, Jonas won 2.
Won 2. Okay.
Yeah, he won 2 back to back.
Yeah. Rich. It is done for the most part, but like I said, something catastrophic can definitely happen. So you never know, but for the most part, it looks like it's over with almost 5 minutes, I think, 4 to 5 minutes lead, and really and truly one more stage remaining. It's basically a
So I'm
wrap.
filming tomorrow.
Yeah.
I just want to answer a quick question where somebody asked just now. If that Tour de France guy come to Belize, we don't stand a chance. The guys are done finishing across country and we top man and still them us about Hattieville. So then a different breed of dog. The whole thing a different breed of dog. Those are local world tour riders. If Jim Brown come do it that way, I think of this guy here, and Jim Brown is no match for them. So any Tour de France rider is nothing to play with. The guys are full-time professionals, and then there's some young guns. So definitely,
yeah, I mean, not like you said, not only full-time professional, but there's a lot of science that that these guys are working with, the team that they're on, the nutrition, the doctors, the different tests they're doing. So, a world pro rider that's preparing for a big race comes to race in Belize. Yeah. Definitely be a problem.
We are being like Hincapé when we don't retire. Because we have a Tour de France rider in Belize. Like I mentioned, when you open up the second segment, we had the topic we talked about. So the Caribbean Championships is coming up in October. And it will be hosted here in Belize. Belize will host the event first of its kind. And Belize is the defending champion, Corey Williams, our national road champion and TT champion, who was that last year he won. The question I might ask you, people are asking me how, now I'm more one question, but the first one I started, people asking, by this time, the Cycling Federation supposed to don't have the actual team that will participate in this event?
So we are in essence we have August, September, And then, do we know the date? What's the date of the,
I'm not sure the date. I'm not sure the
Caribbean Championship? So basically, you would have 2 solid months of preparation, which would be 60 days, and then you'd be tapering to the into the race, right? Which would be October. So, you know, with that being said, I don't necessarily think that you'd have to have the exact team right now, but I would say probably 6 weeks out, for sure. So 6 weeks out for sure, you'd actually have to have the actual team selected, and then for sure 30 days, 4 weeks prior to the event, you definitely want to have the entire team together with at least a week or 2 weeks in training camp, so that these guys can build chemistry. The coaches and managers and so forth can work on also the chemistry with the team, understanding the different riders, understanding their strengths, their weaknesses, you know, things of that nature. But right now, I think as far as the team is concerned, I think we're okay. We've got a couple of the prospects that are out of the country. We've got guys floating around in different areas of the country, and I think I don't think, Andrew, in my opinion, that's nothing to worry about. Honestly, I think with a solid 60 days plus out from this event, I think we're good. The fact that we do have a long list is good. I would have liked to see that a lot earlier, and actually, as I have said this to you many times, and I've said this on this platform many times, is that I think we should have a rotating long list throughout the year. What are your thoughts on that?
It's very true, D, but I guess an inside source, and this might be difficult to say, but say Karen Boudreaux asked if Oscar is playing volleyball, he's not even riding his bike, so that's for one. But they have the names of the riders, and they have a chat group, and apparently some of the riders are not even communicating with the Cycling Federation. So basically, and these are riders that can make the team or have the, are good riders, but they are not communicating, I understand, with the CFB, and I believe the president should be in next week in studios to give more details. But it saddens me that that at this stage we're having some bickerings, and some riders don't want to ride with certain riders, and that's sad. I mean, I have to speak out right now about that. So when race day come out, or when they pick the team, if some riders don't make it, the fans need to know that the reason why they don't make it, because they never want to take part, and we have to be fair. Whosoever is performing, whosoever is contributing and training, you have to. When you send a team, you send your best, right? And so we as Belizean have to put these things aside. Anything about favoritism, if you're not putting the work, if you go on a job, if 5 persons go on a job and they do the interview, who will get the job? The person that is best at the job, right? And this is a thing where we're tough, because right now in sports, it's a lot of kind of politics, as I call it, sports politics. But athletes themselves, if you want to take part in an event, you have to prepare. They say, if you fail to prepare to fail. And so I had this part that things might arise, and you hear fans and bicker, and they want bash and lick shot and all kind of things, as we said, but the facts have to come out. Like I said, Boudreaux just asked, and I understand that Oscar is not even riding his bike. So Mr. Boudreaux, Oscar is not, I could tell that Oscar not ride.
Is that confirmed, or is that rumor?
He's not even riding his bike.
Because the last time I spoke to the president of the Cycling Federation, he told me that he spoke to Oscar, and Oscar is committed to riding on the team, and he's actually picking up his bike again.
Well,
so this is hearsay. And I'm not going to report on the hearsay thing, because I don't want to cause any type of conflict out there or excitement out there for the wrong reasons, right? So I think perhaps we just stay with the factual part of it. And as far as I know, you know, I'll call out some names that are on that long list. And I think, like I said, Andrew, in my opinion, I believe it's a solid spot we're at right now. However, moving forward, we have to, like you said, we have to create some type of structure in order to build some team chemistry and make sure that we have a great result come October. So the folks that I know are on that list, because again, I was on that committee to you know, help with the selection process and present some of the names, and then obviously the president and another group actually picked from those lists. But some of the folks that that was on that long list was from the G-Flow cycling team. Elite category, we had Jaiven Gonzalez. I believe we had Hollister Baptist as well on the long list. We had, and these are the only elite cyclists I'm calling out. On the elite side from Lovell Cycling Team, we had Giovanni Lovell. We had from Anthony Mala Digi Alliance, we had Carlton Robinson. We had Byron Pope. We had, yeah, those would be your two elites. And then on the, who else we had from the elite? Oh, we have, I believe, Dylan Levy. I believe I saw him on that list. We also have Atli Lozano as well on that list. A few masters were selected. Kent Bob Gabriel, Liam Stewart, I believe Henry Moreira as well is on that list. On the under U23, Fernando Rosado from Anthony Mala Digi Alliance. We had Kenyon Stanford on that list as well. Jalen Briseño. We have Derek Chavarria. We had Delton Rojas was on that list as well. We have Sean Codd, PMA, was on that list.
For you 23?
No.
Oh,
Elite, I missed the one.
Elite. Oh, okay.
Then we had Oscar Quiros as well. Corey, of course, Corey Williams and Justin Williams. So those are the names that we had submitted, and I believe those are the names that were long listed. So like I said, we're in a good spot right now as far as the long list. However, with about, 45 days, 40 days, 30 days, 45 days to 30 days to go, 4 weeks out, I would think that they should select the teams that are going to be representing Belize in the Caribbean Championship in October, right? Also, we need to make sure, well, I guess a coach has been selected, the Coach Pino, the Cuban coach.
Okay.
Will be working with the guys. We also need a team manager, right, who will be coordinating, in my opinion, should be coordinating all activities for the riders. There's a lot of logistics that involve with the national team, lots of logistics. So you definitely want to have a team manager, and then we would need a director sportif as well. Someone who's going to be actually, so the coach will prepare the guys, but then on a race day we need someone that has strategy, that will be, dictating the strategy to the individuals and so forth. So, there's some names out there that I would definitely, recommend. Obviously we have the coach, the Cuban coach, and I think, again, 60 days is good enough time to work with these guys and give them their schedule. They do not have to, in my opinion, this is my opinion, they do not have to be in the same location currently. I would think maybe closer to, 4 weeks to the event, definitely, with perhaps a week to 10 days in some type of training camp, where they'll definitely be working on some specific things to build that chemistry again, making sure that it's all in, whoever the A plan is and the B plan is in different categories. Definitely make sure everyone understands that and all in, right? In these types of races, there can't be any kind of, you have to be selfless, right? You have to be riding for that person. You have to give your all for that goal,
Right.
if you have a plan and you fail at the end of the day, then at least you have something that you can take back to the drawing table and you can rework and said, you know what, this plan didn't work. We executed the plan to perfection though, but it didn't work. So we got to tweak it and we got to execute it again to perfection, and then it'll work that time, right? So, but you cannot go out there with a plan and then you don't execute the plan, because you'll definitely don't get the results, right? So, like I said, but those things are built over that period of time. So I think there's nothing to worry about right now, that guys are all over the world doing whatever they want to do, different parts of the country. They're individuals as well from different teams, and they have to kind of look out for themselves in all due respect. But however, like closer to the event, and like I said, the sweet spot would definitely be, that 45 days to 30 days. We need to get everyone together, and we need to reinforce that we are riding for Belize, and we're riding with a goal in mind, right? As of today, the way I'm looking at it, as of today, in the elite category, the A strategy, or your number one option should definitely be Corey Williams. He is the defending champion, right? So we should be riding for him. We need to pick a B plan in case something happens. If Corey has a severe mechanical, he cannot get back. Then we definitely need to make sure that that you have a B plan. If he's not feeling good for some reason, like you said, have a bug or something on race day, then you have the B plan, and we know exactly, okay, activate B plan, boom, or on the road activate B plan. That's where director sportif comes in, and then the coach would be getting the guys ready so they can activate when the person calls out. So that's kind of what I'm looking for in the U23. My number one plan, or my A plan, would definitely be Derek Chavarria, right?
Somebody asked if you call Goran name. Somebody said you call.
Yeah, Goran is there. I did.
Okay.
Yep, U23 Goran is definitely there. But yeah, the A plan in the U23 should be Derek Chavarria. Both of those guys are national champions in their respective categories. And we need to make sure that all the guys supporting them are on board, right? Goran Guerra is U23, Kenyon Stanford is U23, Jalen Brisenia is U23. Did I say Goran already? Yeah, I said Goran. Delton Rojas is U23. So those guys have to understand it's very important to support. Again, in my opinion, it would be Derek Chavarria. Perhaps he's not feeling good on weeks coming in, and he said, okay, I cannot be, or the coach said, he's not prepared. He may, because you never know, catch a bug before training, is off, whatever it may be, and then someone else steps up. But as of now, that's kind of what I'm looking at. Corey on the elite side, U23 would be Derek Chavarria, and that's kind of what I'd go with. As far as your coach, you've got the Cuban coach, who is Mr. Pino, who is definitely engaged currently. He has been activated as the coach for the long-listed national team. I know there's been some meet and greets and some virtual meetings. I'm not going to comment on how those went because I was not a part of those. So we'll wait until the president of the Cycling Federation comes on board and let us know how those are going. As far as a director sportif on the road type person who's going to execute these plans, I believe we should be definitely be reaching out to Kalman Williams for assistance there. He's been doing a fantastic job with G-Flow and also the Williams brothers, and has been winning pretty much everything in the country and some big races abroad. So he definitely has those experiences. I don't know if that's activated or not, but I would definitely activate that person. And then we need a team manager who's going to be taking care of all the ins and outs and all the logistics. I think if you put those things there in place, and you really hit that go button, I think we'll see some success. But I don't think there's anything to panic about right now. If, for example, like you said, there's rumors that Oscar might not be participating, and he sounds like you're pretty confident that he's not. That's okay. He's not ready. He's not prepared mentally. He's not prepared physically. There's nothing wrong with that. He may be a super talented rider, but if he's not prepared, then next guy up, right? And that's where the long list comes in. Next guy up, make sure you're following the coaching plans, and And again, with Corey being the number one option, Oscar, when he's in top form, he's a number one guy. So then perhaps we don't really need to worry about that. If he's not, it's not a big deal. You know, let's not get too bent out of shape or too excited that Oscar is not going to be in a team or whoever that person may be, right? You have other players who can step up and be role players. You know, Atlee Lozano, he's a fantastic young, strong elite rider. Delan Levy is another elite rider. You have Carlton Robinson as well. As long as he's on board, you know, he can definitely get out there and help the team, right? So we're not too concerned of the pieces right now, but what we're concerned about is having a structure together so you can start, you know, you could start the machine that's going to be rolling race day, right?
But the next question I want to ask you, right? I understand the race won't be separate. They'll be both the U23 and the elite race will be simultaneously.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes,
because usually those are separate races. But
well, because of the numbers of riders, I think they combine it. I have, you know, I travel abroad and both races are together now. One U23 riders might have to support one elite rider for a victory. So
well, yeah, and nothing is wrong with that if you are in that position. However, your A rider will not support the
U23.
No. So your A rider on the U23 side will not support the elite rider if there's a good chance for him of winning that race, right? So obviously, if they're in a break together, let's say for example, for argument's sake, Corey and Derek Chavarria are in a 6-man break, and if the break is well established, and Derek is the only U23 there, of course he'll sacrifice for Corey, right? And even lead Corey out because he has his U23 secured. He's not worried about the overall win, right? But if there's another U23 there in that break along with Derek, and then you have Corey and other elites. Now you have to be smart about that, right? You'll have to be smart about that.
Well,
so that's where the, you know, your director sportif, the person who's directing that, will make those calls, right?
What I understand, they have a U23, but the main focus is the elite that were part that what I mean. I don't think they respect U23 champion as the elite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, again, these are things, like I said, these are things that are better answered by that group of people. So your coach, your team manager, and your well, it comes down to the guy that's directing the traffic, directing the race. So he's going to make those calls. Hey, we are all in for the elite championship, and we have the guy.
Right.
We're the defending elite champion, Caribbean champion, so we're all in. So if the race is one race together, we're all in for Corey. That's who we're riding for today.
Right.
If we get the U23 as well, that's a bonus. Right?
A
So
bonus.
that's not something that I can say what they should do or should not do, right? I would definitely leave that to that team to say, well, this is what we're going to do and this is our strategy, and hopefully, you know, it'd be nice to repeat as champions.
Well, I hope that we have the president next week, so he could give Lee more details about, you know, the decisions, the names of the riders that will actually make the team, and I see the race that riders compete or when name they don't. It's mandatory, so hopefully Sunday we'll see who show up.
Yep.
And that are signed Sunday. Where if we see certain riders don't show up, that they tell you outright that
They're
they
not
don't have
in.
interest. They're not
Yeah,
in.
unless they're out of the country.
Unless they're with the coach.
Yeah, or they're traveling, right? Exactly. The other thing is too, Andrew. One of the things that I've been preaching for a while now is the way we go about selecting these teams, right? Now, Belize has a pretty decent structure already as far as the classics that we have on the calendar, right? So starting with Creme Classic, January 1st of the year. Then that moves on to Valentine's Tour, right into Belmopan Classic. Then the cross country. Then we have our nationals And we're missing one, the Mount Hope or is that still?
No, I don't think the Mount anymore.
Okay, so we have 5 then, legit. So, in my opinion, and those races are they have points already that's allotted to the top like 20 positions. So I would say that would be a great starting point, right? Those races, use those races and let those races weigh very heavily in selecting these long lists, right? And then in addition to that, I think we should have anywhere from 4 to 6 races throughout the year that's going to be used as test races for, you're going to have points to top 20 or top 10, whatever you want to decide. But folks who are accumulating points, those are the people that should be on these lists, right? And then that's where you pick your national team from. And that's going to be an objective way of selecting national teams with specific criteria. Okay, we just cannot select teams based on recent performance. Then we have a tendency here in Belize where, if a guy is riding good last couple of races, he's the number 1 guy. We do that a lot. But what happens to the consistency, right? So that is what I'm saying, and we've never really been very transparent and very objective in the way that we select things here in Belize, and I'd like to see us get more towards that, Andrew, where here everyone knows the criteria, being that the team managers, the riders, and the fans, they know, the parents are supporting people. Hey, look, you're not racing, so when select you, don't come to me and cry because I can't go fight for you, right? But if you are racing in these races and you're performing and you're getting points and you have the points to qualify and you're not being picked, then we have a conversation. Then we need to talk, right? If you do not have the points and you are picked for these, then we have a conversation, right? And then you can complain. But if there's no metrics involved whatsoever, all you'll have is bickering back and forth all day long, where nothing will be solved, right? You'll just have bickering back and forth. GOA has money for Belize National Cycling Team.
I tell Miss Sylvia she'd be that dead horse.
Yeah, but that's my take on that, Andrew. I don't know I'm curious to hear kind of what the fans think on kind of what our opinion are. Again, you can share opinion. That's just our opinion. That's just my opinion. Obviously, Andrew and I, we had a little discussion pre-show, and we talk about these things, and we are kind of in agreement with what we're saying here. But that's our opinion. What's your opinion? Share your opinion freely. Again, it's okay to disagree. That's not a problem. We're just having a conversation about this. How do you think the process can be better? Do you think it's working the way it is? What do we need to do in order to to be more competitive on the international scene, and also how can we improve cycling and the whole cycling process? In my opinion, again, I think we need to have definite structure, and we also need to have an objective way of selecting national teams and cyclists to represent Belize.
Well, man, watch the time fly. So I think next week we're going to carry on again, because hopefully the president's supposed to be in studios.
Yep.
And to further have a further discussion on that. But at this moment, we're going to take a short break, and Bill is here, so
yes,
we'll get the giveaways. So we run out of time, but we have to give them prize. So we take a short break.
So wait,
Huh?
we're going to have a break?
Yep. So we're gonna go to break, then we'll come back with the prize with the giveaways, George.
Okay then.
All right. Again, this break is brought to you by
The bike shop and pies.
Easy. Like, share, subscribe.
I'm here to say, hear me now. This is a Soul Fire production. Soul Fire production.
As the wheels turn every Thursday night, night at 6:30 as the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills as the wheels turn. Every Thursday night we pedaling as the wheels turn. Streaming live with Turner, so yes, I sit and watch as the wheel turns. My bike is where I get my thrill. Up and down, riding through the hills. I have no fear as I climb and change my gear. Through the valley so steep, now we on the street. Yeah, yeah, yeah. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night at 6:30 as the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills as the wheels turn. Every Thursday night we pedaling as the wheels turn. Streaming live we turn on, so yes.
Welcome back, welcome back. This is the prize giving segment.
Yes, absolutely. The most anticipated segment of every week, Andrew, and these questions are brought to you by Mr. Elston Wade Jr. from beautiful Bermuda Landing. Thank you very much for your week in and week out contribution to As the Wheels Turn and helping with these questions. So question number one, we'll jump right into it because
So let me just explain. So fans might explain something now. We only accept the exact answer. So even spelling, so we not take no shortcut or if you call a nickname, we not take that anymore.
Oh, really?
Whatever they pan this, the answer, that will get, because last week, and I must say, I'm a fair person, last week we took an answer from Hubert Johnson, which was a wrong spelling. We know what you mean for say, but Miss Sylvia Wait, she gave the, because when I watch the thing, she gave the correct answer. So Miss Sylvia Wait, you get a prize for last week. So I want to give you a prize. So you pass it by shop, you pick up your prize. Hubert Johnson will still get your prize because we can accept his prize.
Hubert Johnson, we need you to turn in, Hubert. We need you to turn in your prize.
You're not going for that.
Okay, so no, I'm just kidding. No, that's my Hubert I'm buddy, so I'm just giving him a hard time. No.
But
once we award the prize, we have to give you the prize.
The answer last week, the sportscaster, which I'm Madfred Atkins, Brother J put something Atkins, but I know he wants to say, but the spelling was wrong, and honestly, that couldn't pass, but we may accept it, but that's something we're not doing anymore because people are saying, well, I answered the correct answer, so if you even had it, if you think you had it and you had a nickname or whatever, so the answer have to be where the up here. So we only give the prize to who have the correct answer we have on this. Where Mr. Elston will give it, right? So
excellent.
Make that clear. So Miss Sylvia, you get a prize. We discussed that and you get a prize.
Yeah.
So do you start out?
All right, cool. So the first question is, what prevented Edward McGill from winning his 4th cross-country race? And we have talked about this on the show many times. When Steve McGill was here, we talked about it. But again, what prevented Edward McGill from winning his 4th cross-country race?
Win a battle.
I'm just survived with the COVID, but I want to check.
Billy's win goal. Okay,
all right, ring the bell for that.
Ring the bell.
That's big, that's big.
Thanks for that info. Congratulations, Team Belize. Making Belize, Belize have a lot of talent,
Is this going to be the year of gold medals?
It looks so.
Yeah.
So big up on yourself. All right, so you win a battle and a dozen powder bun for the first.
You got my powder bun this week?
So,
Huh? No?
so we want an exact answer, we'll tell you, right?
Yeah, what do you say? Yeah.
So we would talk about that.
That void, that one with me and you may talk about that void, the one in detail we just know, yeah. Because you have to listen to the question, pay attention to the question. So what prevented Edward Miguel from winning his 4th cross country?
What prevented Edward Miguel from the Miguel brothers from winning his 4th cross country race? Mr. Singh.
So win this beautiful battle.
Then bring in the question.
Win this beautiful battle. This of a Bulbo and the dozen powder bun of a iron eye. I do not dread another about head dread.
I need to give you a clue with this one because the answer that the answer that I may talk about for that could be multiple times.
Okay, so like I may we watch the answer and as they explain that the answer would be the correct because me and Georgian they go through and think
Let's do it for all of this, what that cause? Because we know the arc, but
oh
Yeah. So what prevented Edward Miguel from winning his 4th cross country race? What prevented him?
That-
Not what he did, but what prevented him based on what he did.
basically a one word account to this the one word you have to say one word you need. You have to explain why.
Yeah, well, I stick to the one word because.
Yeah. Well, if they have the word up, if they have the
Alright, we got a person with the one word.
No,
perfect. All right, let's put it up. Kristen Sabranis, you are the winner.
Because somebody put rule violation, but
No, that's not it.
The word is
the one word.
disqualification. That's the correct word, Miss Kirsten, down to a T.
Yeah.
But I don't know how you get a powder bun because I know you did a Long Island. And with the battle one, they're safe, your name on the pan.
So
whenever
let's
come-
yeah. So let's take a minute and explain that real quickly
Okay,
because people are going to complain, right?
All right,
So again, the question is, what prevented Edward Miguel from winning his 4th cross country race? So there's something that he did that prevented him. Yes, he did that, but that caused him to be disqualified. So apparently he raised his hand before crossing the finish line. So that's not the correct answer. If you answered he raised his hand, that is not the correct answer. The correct answer that prevented him was a disqualification. So he was disqualified. So Miss Kristen Sabaranis
Congratulations, you won the first prize.
is your winner.
Where you win?
Miss, she win a bottle and a dozen powder bun. But when you win a powder bun, you have to say, Mr. Adonis, you have to kill me a day before because I make them fresh, so forget them fresh. I don't have no powder bun to wait for a whole week.
Exactly.
And the battle mark ESPN Edge.
Nice.
Alright, I take off this question because this question I don't know. So next question will be ready. So this is a wall folder. People want to go to one then.
Yes, man. Watch, I have to learn for I have to keep busy because I know I starve. I know like there's so much people that die with losing other people, but but not the bash no way, but when they eat unhealthy, or that we eat very unhealthy, they bad food mess you up. So we have to learn to cook. My wife make me nice vegetable salad, and I think nice. Enough, but no meat in there. Apple
We
and
got
this.
some other technicality also.
Uh-huh.
In a bubble, so disqualification is an outcome, not a preventative.
Well, we go by what we have here in a bubble or two. So we not the Mr. El Salvador, you should have that, no we. We just go by
Well,
what.
I don't think he correct.
Uh-huh.
So that because all right, you get yes, the outcome was a disqualification, but the prevention that the preventer from win. Now we said that way we use the word prevention. We don't use the word prevention. We say that that means disqualification. Disqualification is the outcome, but the disqualification prevented him from getting a victory.
Yeah, no, it's pretty straightforward to me.
It's just like get DQ. All right, so moving on to the second question of the night, and your winner as a Will Turns T-shirt.
All right, we can put question to put the marker.
I eat for about 2 weeks after I come up from Belize. And the second prize of as the Will Turns, the question is name. You put it up, George.
No, I'm not going to read it.
Okay, all right. Name the two Belizean siblings who finished together on the podium in an elite men cross-country race since 1980. So I repeat, name the two Belizean siblings who finished together on the podium in an elite men cross-country since 1980. And you win yourself that shirt.
Very, very thoughtful question.
So that's since 1980, so on before. You have to be since 1980.
So our correct spelling on full name, no
Yeah,
nickname.
yeah, no nickname. Full spelling our name, because we are go. We got
Winner?
Oh no, sorry, that's the wrong spelling.
No, you have to have the correct. You have to have the correct
I
spelling.
went strict by correct spelling.
We go strictly by correct spelling. Whatever they are, we go
Full
by.
name, and then they go by no short name, and go by what the fun.
No short name, full spelling. No better. Uno
Boy.
yeah, school.
No,
Full
yeah,
spelling.
yeah, correct.
Alright, that's correct.
She put Michael. I see afterwards, check it out. That's the way that is.
No.
I
That
know
belong.
everybody want to type fast, but no, you have to be very careful with your
Yeah,
typing.
so this is how it go. Correct. So this is correct. DJ Cruz is the winner. So DJ Cruz, you win your T-shirt. Okay.
And people put Mike like the short version, but like for 7, they go by what the pan paper.
Cruz.
Full name of the cyclist.
That's exactly what they up there.
Omar is always locked in.
Yeah, Omar Cruz.
Thanks, Omar.
Yes,
DJ
Omar.
Cruz. So he won.
Omar win the
T-shirt.
shirt as a Will Turns.
Something else, or-
No, as a Will Turns T-shirt.
Okay.
And put him on.
No.
You read the put more.
Omar claim it doesn't put him on. All right, question number 3, guys. Name the 4 Belizean cyclists who have each won the men's elite cross-country race back-to-back since 1970. Back-to-back winners since 1970. 4 Belizeans.
And just imagine you win a cross-country battle for Miss Rita Thompson and 1,000 powder bond again. So, you win this beautiful battle from Miss Rita Thompson, and you got whole Saturday cross-country cycling classic and 1,000 powder bond from myself.
George, you want to put that?
We got a lead.
You want to put that question up, George, or no?
You move fast, D.
Huh?
I said, we got to lead the lead. That way, let's put up the question. Oh, wait, so let's show up.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Let me show up.
Nice. All right, guys.
I'm gonna see if anyone
Give us 4 names. Belizean cyclists.
Correct, guys. Full name correct.
4 names.
correct, full name correct, no shorthand, nothing, no quick thing. Full
Right,
name.
don't as strict.
Well, no, I have to be sure because I get lecture. I get called and lecture me.
One answer for me, please.
Yeah, all in one question. Yeah, all in one. What I get called and they lecture me, Mr. Donis, me win a prize, you know, me I do it. I say, and I got Richard and say something.
True.
Mr. Omar said.
All right, cool, Mr. Cruz.
Oh.
We had to do it because, like I said, before, like all the question then, I want to big up young Aaron Pope boy, the man ride awesome. Aaron Pope rode the race, the race that we got, and that man ride good. That man they up in the arrowhead, that man they follow attacks. When the man have a top coach boy, Earl Gentle, and the lead boy, Stefan Pelayo, just at the right too. But both on the right, excellent. Aaron beat that a big. I think Aaron finished 8 out of 25.
Wow.
Yes, 8 out of 25. So big up yourself, Aaron Pope.
Impressive. Very impressive.
So
Somebody get out of it, but wrong spelling.
the spelling have to be correct, please. And check on your spell. Check on the spelling.
I had something when I look on men, but I let me look like get to work where I'm one of decide to put the question and put it for like 2 minutes and multiple question and I give people 2 minutes to vote. And then after the 2 minutes done, everybody will get it correct by pool to make it randomly pick the winner, you know. That way that's how you have to work with spelling, but that easier said than done. That's a thought. But
Please correct spelling. Please.
Great idea.
Oh, no, but I spelled the Bolida one correct too. No. You know, people say, but doing this, I had it spelled correct and no one had it spelled wrong, so I said something.
so one very close, but one letter missing for the thing, yes, sir.
We have to be harsh tonight.
This person get it. Hopefully this person will win it, I don't think so. Let's go double check it together, guys.
All right, so Charles Lewis, that's correct. Alphonse Williams, correct. Kenny Halliday, correct. And
It's spelled correct.
yes, we look on the spelling. Hutchison, yes, you.
Yeah, because.
All right.
Yep. Ring the bell.
First person. Ariel did it, but she put Alphonse wrong. It was spelled correct. And everybody put Kendrick Halliday with a D. Kendrick. And that annoyed people got so.
But Mr. Linares, he may win so much prize. He stopped in at the shop and he carry home was about 6 prize.
Really?
You see the picture, if you watch the thing, a man will win that prize. So
Very impressive.
congratulations.
Screenshot, guys. So if I feel like I'm gonna win it prior, and that I want to double check. But I remember this one person missing the Eve and Alphonse. That's what I said. So one of them really close.
Yeah.
But anyways, alright. So now, Mecca, get prepared for Bolio, please, car. You spell Anthony wrong, oh my god. I mean myself, you spell Anthony wrong for true.
Boy, well, Linares, you can't get it if you spell it.
Yeah, let's go say that. Well, I went down the line.
No, well, Antonio can't get it because we're strict. We're strict, so if you spell Antonio wrong for 2.
This thing I saw, the strictness kind of tough, guys. Now this person put Kendrick Halliday, and the Halliday have to be H-A, and he spelled Halliday wrong too. And this other person looked like he got it correct, but I got no space in between, but I think it could work.
All right, yeah, why? Antonio Hutchison. Check on it, Dika,
That correct, but the only thing is that space missing.
Well, it no matter about space, we don't say when you know where you start from.
Everybody else would have put the last name Holiday wrong too, by the way. They would have put it with the
Correct, ID? Then correct?
That's correct.
correct?
Boy, this will be a problem.
Right. I done the seat there, like, to be strict with it.
Yeah.
Really tough. So that idea why I talk about, I want to sit up and implement that because.
But why we have to be that strict with it? Why?
Well, listen, last week, Brother J1, he put a name, it wasn't the correct name, and Miss Sylvia Wade, she put the correct name.
What name did he put? Was it close to the name?
The first name was
manage.
Manage. He put
The word manage.
manage.
I don't know how the name go.
Manfield Atkins. The name Manfield.
Managed Atkins. And so I say the wrong spelling, but you know if you try say.
So, yeah.
But
So
the
we got
word
my.
managed come out instead. That
And she answered Manfred Atkins, which was right. So.
So because this thing I saw, I have the screenshot with Henry Linares. That one I deleted them because I have that as screenshot.
All right. So
Anyways,
G Rich is your winner.
G Rich is the winner. Ring the bell then.
Who's G Rich again?
Oh, wait.
G Rich the battle from the Sweeter Thompson and the dozen powder bun from myself.
Because what happened now, we said that Linares won by saying that we gave away the answers.
That time I feel like to, but
So
technically that's not true.
By saying that, by putting up that Linares one and he didn't win, we gave away the answers.
Well, everybody.
So we should have never said anyone won until we make sure that we review the correct
The thing
spelling.
is, by the time when he already posted that other person got it correct, they don't put it to. So they never see part screen there.
Okay, gotcha.
So they get what I said, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
person that did get it correct without the
Okay.
scene that we put it up, you know.
Okay. If that's the case, then that's fair.
All right.
That's it. No, but that's it. That run to mind for me. That's why
yeah.
when I see that, like, oh man, and
Because if we determine a winner, and then another person come afterwards, then we have to you know, we're on the hook, right? If we said if the judge said someone won, then we'll have two winners for that prize. But in this event, like George was saying, the correct answer was actually before we put up Linares.
Okay.
But if it was after, then it's a
yeah.
problem.
Bye.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely. I mean, fair is fair, right? You have to
Yeah,
be
okay,
as
fair.
the person go right after his message,
Uh-huh.
the person message with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like right after his one, it had a screenshot.
After.
No, I mean, I believe you obviously, but I'm just saying if in the event that, you know.
After our meeting with Mr. Elston Wheeler and see what we're going to do. if maybe when you start to ask things, if you could go by, because he put up the questions in, so if you go by certain nicknames or so, or short names and so, cause.
Well, I mean,
Oh my God, this thing is getting into a debate now.
yeah.
Oh, see?
I really think we should pull back this prize and not give anybody, and then we need to move it to a different question because now it gets into a big debate because now Troy said they're not Charles Lewis, that Charlie Lewis, and for the people got Charlie Lewis. So like
It is Charlie Lewis though.
No, but no, this person have Charles Lewis.
Yeah. So what's
So I think-
what's his real name? Charles Lewis.
Because honestly, it's difficult for me back here to try out every
I still.
Yeah. Guess what we're gonna do?
every single correct.
Guess what we're gonna do?
Everybody have.
We have cyclists, we have fans, we have supporters from many demographics. We can't get so strict. Because if we start getting so strict, we alienate some of our viewers.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
So let's just go the way we've been going.
Exactly.
Is fine because some of the things, I mean, we already know that Atkins, there's only one Atkins that was a broadcaster, right? So let's not get too because like I said, we alienate some of it.
It's true, but.
But I do understand, Miss Sylvia, was it Sylvia, right? So all I would say is hit those keystrokes faster. That's it, right? So what we will take, in my opinion, I mean, obviously you are the host, you'll have to make that decision, but what I'd say in my opinion, the way it's been going, where our viewers, they answer, and they answer, we understand. We understand what they're saying. Just like when we're at the bike shop having a conversation, you never hear Charles Lewis, Charlie, Big Mike, right? Big Mike. So if we have a question that Michael Lewis is the answer, somebody said, one of our viewers said Big Mike. We can't say that man no win, or that lady no win, right? In my opinion, because again, we're going to be alienating, that's how they've been used to calling, not paracycling believes in having a nickname, right? Like Duck. So if the winner is Kendrick Holiday and said Duck Holiday, right? You have said a person win.
So now that you mentioned that, we learned Saturday go by the correct spelling. So what are we going to do about this prize now?
As long as say the name can be spelled wrong, but it should be close enough.
Exactly.
But if that in the case, the first person to answer win, then
Yes.
Ariel Garden the win because she put the names in very close enough and she never the first person put it.
Then she wins.
Check out her answer. Scroll up. Check out this. They just have Alphas Williams.
That
right?
I have no look.
Holiday, but you know him in the tri-state.
That's exactly.
So I'm the one person who are like, if it goes strict, I have to go back where they are. I just follow what the rules are. What?
George,
in
all due respect, I think we're making mountains out of molehills.
Yeah, so here we're going to
I think that, but we made that statement that we go by the correct spelling.
Yeah.
So what I do, I look for the
Sure.
correct
Yeah.
Yeah, so And I honestly, if I'm gonna say make we move the question to the next show. But if you don't want to give it away, I truly say this legal deserve it. This is a real way, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I truly believe she deserves it because she had the first one.
What do you think? What do you think, Andrew?
You know something? Yes, we said so what happened? Because people different spelling. Like you said Charlie Lewis, and I said Charles Lewis.
Mhm.
So we have to eat the words, man. We have to eat the words, and we have to get early.
I think that's the right thing to do because, like I said, if we get too strict, we'll start alienate some of our
and the price is only fun thing. So
exactly.
Yeah. It will come to something like,
Yeah, and if you don't win this week, you try again next week, right? And again, it's fun. It's a fun thing, and it's not to just to get too strict about it.
Let me sit up under pressure.
I know. sometimes that's not a hard thing to put. Notice is Andrew, my host, is such a pleaser. Yeah, which is a good thing. And that's a great quality.
I still give you a prize. But you're not complain after this. Whatever.
But let me make a statement. We love our proper supporters and viewers. We love them.
Yeah.
That has the proper spelling, and that's important. But we also love our nicknames and our and our we'll understand it, the shorthand. I think the show is based on that, right? So it's start getting too technical, might have a big problem.
All right. So the prize will be given to you. So sorry guys.
Wait, who's this person hiding behind her?
Who's that? Last week I gave the prize to Levi Stefan. Okay, I gave the first junior white combination Stefan Pilar make the prize. But I want to figure in a bubble too. I broke my rules with you, so I'll make you a dozen powder bun. So if you're in our country, somebody else eat a powder bun. Tell me who get the powder bun too, and I make a dozen powder bun and give that person there. Check.
See, everyone's a winner on us. It's easy.
If I'm a millionaire, I think I'm gonna give all my money. All right, so make them go on to the last.
You are a millionaire, just a modest one. Not necessarily with money though. With just love, right?
Love, yeah.
A lot of people with a lot of money are not happy.
Yeah, true.
Now, where is it supposed to be?
I always say.
The powder bun and the cross, the battle from Mr. Thompson is new battle. The battle remark holds such a cross country.
I think the way this is going, that you're gonna have multiple winners every week. Multiple winners for the same question.
The prize that the blue battle remark the whole such a cross country from Mr. and the dozen powder bun.
Okay, I just put battle because I don't know.
What was Alpheus Williams' nickname?
Huh?
What was Alpheus Williams' nickname? He had one?
But where does Ghana? We don't have any nickname. Where does Ghana Alpheus?
Okay.
Alright now guys. Why am I thinking of date over here?
Yeah.
Just a minute.
So I mean, the thing is that nicknames and stuff is so big in Belize with cycling, right? Everybody has a nickname.
Yeah. Well, somebody called the other day and I never realized when a cyclist passed away. He asked me, what part of the cyclist he passed away? He said, serious? He said, no. Somebody never know that Vincent Smith passed away.
Oh, yeah. So what if an answer to a question is Dwayne Wade, but I said D Wade?
I said, well, which one, the basketball player or the cyclist?
They have to spell Dwayne correct. I know.
Yeah.
No, we're going with Let's do that, Donis.
Yeah. But you do have a lot of people. One of my good friends called me. I said, why? He said, should I reach you? He said, but you're a ton celebrity now. Can you reach you? He said, I have a personal concern now because David Vasquez, my good friend, when I'm in the ride panel, the Weekend Warriors team, Fabregas, he was the main sponsors now.
Okay. Oh, David Vasquez came by and saw you?
No, he called me. He said,
Oh, call you.
but
Okay.
he said, man, you're not a celebrity now, man. He said, we're not telling no celebrity, man. Just an average guy.
Yeah, I think David Vasquez. Yeah, he went to school together actually. Graduated at
HCC,
HCC.
yep.
I think he's the GM at BEC.
Yes, he is. He is.
Yeah, no, great dude, great guy.
And then also Mr. Henry Jex stopped by the shop too.
Jex, is that
Mr.
Trophy Guys?
No, this Jex, two brothers who work by the Belize Bank, but this guy make burger now, and the next brother I make Joseph Jex.
Okay.
I think he helped run the gas station somewhere on the highway there.
Got you. Bolido it is.
All right, so the last prize is Bolido. So you win a nice blown to smithereens. And that by Mr. Ruben Rock,
Let me see
out
the
of
shirt.
New York.
Blown to smithereens.
But you know what? The next thing when it comes
Who's that?
I'll give the rate.
Who's that on the front there? Who's that on the front?
On this one, I know. It's
I see my buddy Mateo. Mateo over there.
They spam the body, you know.
all right, so the number lies between 55 and 85. The winning number lies between 55 and 85, and with that beautiful shirt. 55 and 85. You have, I'm going to have the front of the shirt. You have Faggy Leslie, you have Mateo Cruz,
Mateo Cruz in the front, right?
you have Jermaine.
Wait, this is Matt?
That Matt, Matt,
Who's there behind Matt?
That driving.
No, right here. Right here.
I believe that
Santino's team, Santino's
that
up there.
must say Ariel Rosado.
Okay.
So more one people pass here. You have Faggy Leslie.
Okay.
So you have Jamin over here.
Who
Jamin
this?
in the radio.
Darnell?
I don't know who that.
Who this? Byron Pope?
You know. You recognize someone.
Oh, this, who has a polka dot jersey?
Me remember.
Which race was this?
I don't know. That was Mr. Ruben Rock. I pull that off of the internet.
Oh boy, it's a nice, it's a nice one. Alright, here's a question. Name the riders on the Blown to Smithereens t-shirt for a special prize.
Why me?
Everybody just skip the number. Where they go on? You know, people usually come up.
Uh-huh.
Blown to Smithereens.
Cycling is such fun, man. Cycling, it's like I tell people, you know, that.
Sorry, got it.
And Andrew, you have more of these just for sale, right? Okay. How much are these at the shop?
25.
25, guys. If you're not a lucky winner tonight and you'd love one of these shirts, so you have Blown to Smithereens, you have Skittles too?
Nice. But I don't know what size I have, but I could send it to Miss Philippa.
Nigel Stewart.
I think Miss Philippa says, still Belize. I know some.
Let's spell 76 correct.
All right, so Nigel Stewart out of Boston. And I gone through me, I dig through my stuff then I find a thing mark Miss Philippa. About two, and I said, but wait, this prize I want Miss Philippa to win. So Miss Philippa I have one prize I shall probably win whenever I did get. So after I think I want battle.
What else shirts you have?
I think we still have some Catchy Bull. Yeah, that's it.
All right. You have Blown to Smithereens. You have scattered like Skittles.
I'm not sure. I think I may come a few of that. I'm not sure. But I have the Catchy Bull, a few Catchy Bull left.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, congratulations to all the winners tonight and all the different questions. Thanks for participating. Again, your winners are. Who do you have, George?
My God, bring it
We have DJ Cruz.
All right. So
We have Ariel Garden. We have Miss
because
Kirsten
you
Siberanis.
just have the screenshots.
And then we have Nigel Stewart. Yeah, no money.
The group having a lot of screenshots because the question when they get mixed up with the
Okay, so Kristen, Kristen.
I want to say it right now. I typed it out, but I just want to double check.
Okay.
But you don't know about the system of the 6 before I scroll up and double check it, and Nigel was the only one that put 76.
Gotcha.
So then.
All right.
Yep.
So your winners tonight, Andrew, Miss Kristen Siberanis, winning Porter Bun and a bottle. Omar Cruz, T-shirt, which he wants to donate to his nephew, Wendell Williams Jr. And Ariel Gordon winning a dozen powder bun and a bottle as well. and Mr. Nigel Stewart, Blown to Smithereens t-shirt, size medium. Do you have any other sizes other than medium? Just in
I
case?
think a loan small one.
Okay,
Yeah.
medium and small. Excellent. So those are your winners, guys. Thanks for participating in tonight's giveaways. Andrew, I would like to make a special promotion or
Oh, yes,
mention
yes, we mentioned.
for the Miguel Brothers 2025 cycling race.
I think George will have that.
And that one is being organized by Mr. Adolf Cabral and team. There's a bunch of people that's helping him with that, but they're all doing a fantastic job. I've got a date of September the 7th, starting at 8 a.m. in San Ignacio in front of Hodes, and it's going to go to directly west to the Belize-Guatemala border. It will do a turn there and head directly east to Belize City, and it will be culminating in front of Marion Jones. So there will be a sprint line. It's going to be the same place that the junior cross country finished 2 years ago.
Yep.
So that road, I don't know what the name of the road is, but the road off Princess Margaret Drive into Marion Jones, going to the municipal airport. That road right there, there'll be the finish line just past the Ned Pitts Olympic Center.
I call it Marion Jones Road.
Marion Jones Road, okay, there we go. And that's where the finish is going to be for roughly 80 to 90 miles. You're looking at, it's an open race, guys. Open race. So for the men's elite and also men's masters will be riding together. International riders are invited and encouraged to participate. I believe same criteria as the cross country, right? So looking for that non-professional rider, right? First place, $2,000 Belize plus a trophy. Second place, $1,500 plus a trophy. Third place, $1,000 plus a trophy. Fourth, $750 trophy. Fifth would be $500 trophy. Sixth, $400 trophy. Seventh, $300 trophy. Eighth, $200 trophy. Ninth and 10th place will be $100 a piece and will be trophies as well. So 1 through 10, trophies and cash prizes, Andrew. Additionally, there will be over $2,000 and other items awarded for station prizes. In the men's masters race, my understanding, talking with Dolfo, is that this will be masters 40 plus. So 40 plus masters will be first place trophy, $500. Second place trophy, $400. Third place trophy, $300. Fourth place trophy, $200. Fifth place will be a trophy plus $100. And also plus various station prizes. So it looks like you'll have station prizes for masters as well. Women's elite open race. We are looking at trophy 500, trophy 400, trophy plus 300, trophy plus 200, trophy plus 100. So that would be identical to the masters. 1 through 5 trophy plus cash prize and various station prize as well for your women's elite open race. As of today, I don't see anything for juniors, whether female
No,
or
you say
male.
open. You say open. It's everything open that you may say. There are not about juniors.
Okay, so it's just an open race.
Yeah.
So juniors can ride the open race now?
I guess so. He come on the show and explain in
Okay,
details.
fantastic. All right, guys, but those are your categories and those are your prizes. Men Elite Open, Men's Masters Race, and the Women's Elite Open. The women race, obviously, is going to be the shorter race. I believe that's from Garbert Gas Station to Belize City, would be the women. And then the Masters and the Men Elite will be riding the entire course, 80, 90 miles. So Masters, in addition, there will be a 50 plus first. 50 plus will be a trophy and a cash prize. And the first 60 plus Masters will also be a trophy and a cash prize. So for all the older guys who want to participate, there's an incentive there. And it's a beautiful course. I think it's an amazing course, great distance. It's going to be preparing some of the guys. This is a good prep race actually for the
For the Caribbean Championship.
Yeah, totally agree with that. So, guys, with that being said, thanks again to all our viewers tonight. Congratulations to all the winners. We look forward every Thursday to spend a couple hours with you. Brings me a lot of joy talking about cycling, sharing my opinion. Again, this show is you're free to share your opinion as well. Everything is everyone's opinion is always respected. It's okay. Remember, it's always okay to agree to disagree. There's no problem with that. No worries with that. We're never going to take it personal. You can say whatever you would like to say, and that's totally fine. We're never going to attack anyone, any individual personally. It's always going to be about our opinions and sharing our opinions for the better. Try to make this whole thing better. The cycling community. That's our objective, guys. So support the races this weekend, and we will be in touch next week for another amazing show. Thanks.
Yeah. I want to wish Miss Kirsten Soberanis' husband happy birthday, I think, tomorrow. So
okay.
Celebrate his birthday, just to let us know. Folks, in closing, I want to thank each and every one of you fans tuning in tonight. We're going long over time, but the prize may cause a little bit of chaos, right? So thank you for tuning in. I want to thank each and every one. I want to say a special birthday tomorrow to my beautiful princess, little granddaughter, Riel Erdones, who's celebrating her birthday. That's her there on the screen again. Yep, so happy birthday, baby. Riel, Grandpa love you. Everybody love you. Enjoy your birthday. With that said, I want to continue. Big up Georgian behind the scene, Rochelle outside with the kids. And last but not least, my beautiful wife. Thanks, Dee. Thank you again. With that said, we are out. I'm hungry, going to eat. Kevin Logan, thank you again for the food. We are out.
As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills. As the wheels turn.